It is Stars Without Number, White Wolf Pyre, session 4. Time for the recap. For those who were here.
Yeah, a lot of driving around, going through a forest and discovering that, hey, things aren't looking too good at the moment.
Well, the first thing started with the fight with the 3 guys that came down.
That was a pacifist encounter. They were friendly.
I think they went after F-350 and seemed to do no damage, even though they kept hitting him. And he drove into the mound of dirt, and the one dude went flying in there.
He grabbed the person and he grabbed
Memento.
And lifted him up in the air, but he survived somehow through sheer luck.
Annie Mae hid in the bottom of like a ravine the whole time, pretending like she was stuck. Oh, I can't get out. Like,
Help me, Step-Eyed, I'm stuck.
I got blinded, and he was afraid to lift her out. So he was trying very hard to put her back down in there, but he was blind. So he actually got her out of the pit.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, there was 2 like robots with wings, and then one guy that had jetpack and had some sort of mirror that he blinded eyed, and your new person you met, Jordan.
Yep.
Who came out of the jungle.
Don't forget, Shitty Carl acquired Andy the android.
Yes, he did.
He just has one giant rubber arm and now spouts off like emo quotes and phrases to anybody that says anything to him. So I would tell you that information, but he probably never heard of it anyway. It's like
No. You just don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. You never heard of it, trust me.
Yeah, you set Andy after one of that robot that got pushed into the mound of dirt, and he said something about you haven't been examined yet, and that's when the robots took off and left. And you did save Memento. F-350 shot and hit one of the robots and dropped Memento, and he crashed to the ground. He hit the mound of dirt and rolled down, but survived.
The robots also seemed to repair themselves after we damaged them too.
The one guy in the jetpack, yes, he was shot and did repair himself.
Yeah, so that's no bueno.
You went back to the camp and had a discussion with the Shorter, and I think Carlton came to the conclusion that he was a prophet, but he was also full of shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. That was pretty much that was my assessment. Yeah.
That is when what's his name showed up.
One of the councilmen from the council elders or whatever.
Yeah. Preston Garvey followed him away.
Yes, I believe he got Prestoned.
Yeah, he came to warn us, and then everybody tried to kill him.
Oh, everybody tried to kill him. We didn't do anything that other people did.
Yeah, I don't have it. Damn, I can't remember his name. He showed.
It doesn't matter. Preston murdered his ass. So.
Yeah, he was from the council, and he was trying to warn you guys, and then was horrified when you had dug up his dead ancestors and disassembled their bodies, and I think you levitated the lady's head to see if the boot would stick to it. Then there was a lot of mag boot sticking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found out that the corpse crops, for lack of a better word, it's like voluntary. They actually, like that's kind of an honor for them, right? So yeah,
that's how he kind of viewed it.
Well,
and
yeah, right.
A few of you noticed as yes, Preston did follow him as he was leaving. So you would assume the worst.
We also discovered that we're turning metal.
They had food packets that you had add water to.
Don't ever eat the chalk ones.
Yeah, you got what? Chalky beets. You did get turkey beets that weren't
chalky
too bad.
Beets.
Then you got you got the chalky beets.
Chalky beets.
You explored some of the jungle. Followed the river. Made it to a pool of water. Saw a lady getting the water. You followed her out. She went to her little home there. You followed her to the home. she was real nervous that you'd spotted her. She was a social worker. Mentioned something about were there people missing you hadn't noticed. She's like, well, there's like 20 sectors. I didn't notice anybody missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we determined we needed to speak to her husband, Rick.
Roy.
Roy.
I did actually write that name. Her name was Uriel. And Roy was in charge of the harvesters, and that's when the reset was about to happen. So you shut down F-350, and everybody was gathering, and they went to somebody's house, and they were handing out like tools and stuff. More look like
pitchforks
weapons.
and torches.
Yeah,
it was,
because they were going
yeah,
to go
right.
and get the outsiders because they
They were
had
sick of
enough
this
of what they
shit.
were doing. Yep.
Yep.
And the angry mob had left, and that's where we leave off. As I think Carlton and Ide were following the mob.
Yeah, Carlton's worked up. He's Ready for a revolution. Yeah, for sure. Jumped right into the crowd with Andy, of course, and Ide. Yeah, right. Like, we're in it to win it. So yeah,
The brothers.
outsiders. Hey, wait, Ide, aren't we the outside? No, never mind. That's just fine. We'll work that out later. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just you can follow the mob and they'll turn on you, and I'll go back to the others.
So yeah, you're in this group of workers who are wearing clothes that look antique, like very out of date. Let's see. Okay.
Parachute pants. That's how you know they're out of date.
Yeah. So one of them stops and looks at Ide and is like, "That jacket, where'd you get that?"
Found it. It's pretty comfy.
That looks kind of new.
I know. I got lucky.
All the better to smash the outsiders with. It'll keep the blood from soaking in, right? Am I right? And that Carlton is literally working up the crowd. He's turning to everybody that's around him, and he's like, how dare they? How freaking outsiders coming here, interfering in our business? Like, he's totally working up the crowd, right? Right? Am I right?
Give me a talk roll.
Oh shit. Okay, so I don't have any skills in that.
A D6.
Luther, I am not. So here we go. A 5. A 5 is not bad, right?
Yeah.
I
mean,
scream.
they're kind of nodding along with you, and they're like, yeah, he gets it.
We need revenge. We can't let people walk all over us like that. Because if we let them walk all over us once, they're just going to keep coming back again and again and again. What right do they have to come here and tell us what to do, push us around? Why are our people missing? Right? Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, what he said. So, Anne, you are with I think Jordan.
F-350 and Corvold.
Yeah, Corval, you wake up in the back of F-350 after a mid-afternoon nap.
What day is it? Is it Wednesday?
I believe it is April 26, 1992, most likely.
Oh. Did we go around again?
It happens. You're not wearing any of the gear that makes you look like an outsider, are you? One of these.
Wearing the short pants, shorts.
I'm in fashion.
Indeed.
I'm in Country Town.
I try not to most of the time, if I'm perfectly honest.
I've got the hottest orange pants around.
If you were
As he gets up and like caresses like his side.
Oh god. And he's got like those cottage cheese thighs with the creeping skin, like
if I only had a crater. If you were any hotter, I'd dump you into the lake. Now, I believe we have a bit of an emergency based on the giant mob that is forming.
And you hear as soon as she says that, you hear Carlton just screaming, "Yeah, let's kill him all, get him now!"
A bit of an emergency. So,
It must be their first revolution.
I don't think the revolution is even going to start if I have my way about it. And I'm
Wow.
going to go inside the house and talk to the woman again,
Uriel, yeah.
Uriel. So, who would be leading a revolution to kill the outsiders?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, and she goes to the door and opens it and looks. She's like, "Well, I hope Roy isn't mixed up in this."
Well, we'll find out soon enough. It's not in their best interest to be, at least. Stay inside, don't talk to anyone, and be good, okay?
Oh, okay. Yes, yes.
Well, I'm gonna climb up into F-350 because I got a plan. It might not be a good one, but it's a plan.
All right.
Corvold F-350, the Jonas brother, just play along, follow my lead.
Just so you know, F-350 is currently shut all the way down.
Oh, right. We shut him down
You have
now.
to wait for the
Yeah.
EMP to come to an end. In that case, I'm going to switch back into my black uniform so I'm not wearing this big, obvious T-shirt that marks me as an outsider.
I thought you were wearing Justin's leather. Remember, it was like a leather one piece.
The corset.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That goes over my my
Gotcha.
bodysuit. Yeah, fashionable in the bodysuit.
Yep.
It's very important. So I'm going to change and wait for the EMP to end. It's fine if they get a head start because they're about, let me see here, 20, 40 hours away from the place. We got time, guys.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, they're just collecting people. The group is getting bigger and bigger. People are coming out of their houses and just grabbing whatever tools they can, and it's growing. It's probably like 6 dozen people by now.
You
So
just
all the
gotta let them-
harvesters stop. Like 5 minutes pass, and then the harvesters start up again and start moving.
I guess it's time. Moment though. Uriel,
As she opens the door, yes.
can you tell me who is in charge of the Sky City?
Oh,
The
I don't.
council?
The Sky City. I have no idea.
I had a feeling you wouldn't. Thank you.
Oh, anytime.
I'm gonna have to bullshit it then. Okay, here we go. Don't say anything. Follow my lead. I'm gonna hop into F-350 and power him back up again.
All right.
Everyone in the truck.
No.
Right.
No,
Except for the
Carlton.
two we don't care
Carlton
about.
is now sitting on. I found the biggest guy there. I'm sitting on his shoulders, and I'm screaming to the crowd like the Cyrus speech from the Warriors. The problem in the past has been the man turning us against one another. We've been unable to see the truth because we fight for 10 square feet of ground. Our turf, our little piece of turf. That's crap, brothers. The turf is ours by right because it's our turn. It's all our turn.
Yeah.
Working up the crowd as much as I can. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay, if Corvold is in the truck, I guess we can go then.
Oh, I'm here, but why are we stopping them?
Because they're going to kill the people who gave you that nice dirt floor to sleep on.
Oh.
Oh wait, they're going to kill those people. Oh,
Mine is visibly face palming.
all right. I immediately regret this decision.
I should have known. I should have known that you didn't have a plan. I thought we were here to delay them.
I thought you had this great plan in mind. Oh, really?
Wait, those people?
My character's the one with 6 intelligence. What's going on here?
Well, if you just let them play its course, maybe they'll work it out of their system.
With
You know, everyone wants a revolution until 24 hours later.
I intend to give them a very rapid revolution. It's called either go home or wind up dead.
I legitimately
Is-
thought that we were going after the sky people. All right. Hey guys, everyone. Excuse me. Listen up for a second. It appears there was a misunderstanding, like an error in judgment, if you will.
Carlton, shut
We
up.
might want to think about this for a second. Like, let's all, you know what we should do? We have a whole big group here. We should play Twister, or like I don't know, like let's just think about this for a moment though. Really, let's everyone. I legitimately thought we were going after Sky People. I thought we were going after the Sky People, man. Like what? When we left the house last time, Mom told you keep an eye on me, because you know that I get a little carried away, you know, I get a little emotional. Why didn't you tell me that? All right.
How was I supposed to tell you anything?
Well, how are you going to fix this? Like make them stop.
You seem distressed. Do you need a medical check?
No.
How's your prostate doing? Peter, is the group moving, or are they still gathering?
They're slowly walking, but a lot of their attention is turned to Carlton, who was riling them up, and then all of a sudden is changing their mind. They're not really sure what to think of it at this point.
Okay.
Hold on to the rage and anger. It's good. It's good. Like, but we're gonna hold on to it for a little while, right? Like, so that we can better aim that outrage and anger towards, you know, a more appropriate target.
What's
Right.
more appropriate than Cavulo, the outsiders?
Well,
They've-
okay, no, you're right. Like, we're gonna get the outsiders, but just maybe not now, not today. Like, let's wait for more of them so we could take them all out in one fell swoop. Like, if we do it right now, then they're just gonna come back. It's gonna be back and forth. It's gonna be like a war of attrition. It's gonna be, nobody wants that, right? Like, we want to wait till they're all together and unsuspecting, and then in one fell swoop, right? Like, just like The Godfather, right? We take out the heads of the 5 families all in one shot. Like, that's what we want to do. Right-eyed?
Why are you bringing me into this? This is your plan.
I don't know this man. I've never met him before in my life.
Tie him up.
He's not
We
even
can-
human.
We can discuss tactics when we get to the outskirts of their camp.
Okay, but you know what? We should, though, go really slowly towards camp. We want to reserve our energy, and we don't want to rush there, and then we'll be spent. You know, by the time we get there, they're going to have the advantage. We should, honestly, we might even want to sleep on this and go tomorrow, because you just got out of the fields. You were just working really hard. You don't want to do this now. Like, it's just common sense.
I mean, well, to be honest, we really don't work that hard in the morning. It's really like 15 minutes of work. We kind of stretch it out for a couple hours.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to take us at least a few days to get there. But by that time, our numbers will probably have tripled.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. Okay. So
Why exactly are we attacking the outsiders anyway?
Well, there's been 2 murders, and reports came in this morning that a council member, a beloved council member, was killed as well. And we can't have
anybody
this.
seen Preston? Just asking. Just throwing it out there. So
No, he just sits in sanctuary and tells us that another settlement needs their help.
yeah, he makes us the general and then basically tells us what to do. Like, I don't like what, like, why?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Peter, I'm going to drive us right into the middle of the entire group here.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Yeah, they're moving out of the way.
Great, I'm gonna step out of the truck and go, okay, who's in charge here?
A short man in some antique clothing, as they're all wearing, carrying a pickaxe. So I'm in charge of this group.
So when you say anti-clothing, like, do you mean like Children of the Corn kind of clothing, or like what kind of corn? What kind of, you know, 'cause what kind of clothing are these people wearing?
Just a barrel with straps on it.
Lots of browns and shades of brown and white and like, you know, big collars and vests and short pants.
Children of the Corn, basically. Yeah, right. Okay.
I mean, you would know it as like a fashion very outdated.
Gotcha.
But so you're the one who got this
coming
mob
back.
together?
You wouldn't know that, like, but it's coming back. It's making a comeback. That's actually pretty.
This guy, I'm in charge as he puts his thumbs around his suspenders.
The council ordered you to do this?
The council?
Yes.
We don't need the council telling us what needs to be done. We know what needs to be done.
I was unaware that what needed to be done was violate the will of Joso.
The will of who?
The Sky City.
Were you speaking for the Sky City?
I can't exactly tell you what my position there is, but let's just say that we're here under orders to investigate what's going on here. Did it ever occur to you that these outsiders have a use and that's why we haven't dealt with them personally?
No. Hasn't
Did it ever
occurred to
occur
us.
to you there was a good reason those two men were killed and that council member as well?
And what is it?
Because they were traitors. To you, to the council, and to Sky City.
Oh my God. See, that's why. See, it was all a big mistake. They were traitors and I was misled.
They had to be taken out, otherwise they would have killed all of you. They're part of the reason for the major inefficiencies.
Give me a talk roll. I'll let you roll a bonus die.
Oh, so 3d6s then. God, I'm on a roll here. Okay, 6 of 5 plus what's my ability? 6 and 5 is 11, 12, 13, 14.
They start looking around. Traitors, you say, on the inside, huh?
That's why they were dealt with. Let me explain something to all of you. The outsiders have a use. If they didn't, we wouldn't allow them to remain.
They start to look there. They start to look at Carlton, but basically looking at Ide and his nice jacket as they're like, you can see the look on their face, like, traitors on the inside.
They're no concern of yours. We deal with our own as needed.
One of them points at Ide. Is this one of yours?
He's one of the men working for me, yes.
Okay.
Get that finger out of my face.
We'll return to our homes and our work. We'll give you this chance.
And we'll go ahead and ignore what you nearly did today.
Thanks.
No, I had not been planning that an entire week in advance trying to figure out how to get us out of this mess. Why do you ask?
He's like, go to your return to your work from the Sky City.
Yes, an inquisitor. My job to investigate what's going on.
A big hush and gasp goes across the crowd as they hear that word inquisitor.
Come on, Carlton, back in the truck.
Don't I hate the Sky City Ide? Like I thought.
Get in the truck.
Oh, okay.
So they start to disperse, and you can hear a couple in the crowd. There's a they're yelling, and you can hear one say, "Yeah, they're over there," and they're pointing to you guys as you see 3 figures descending from the sky. Oh, some of your allies are here. We let them know.
Oh, see, now we're in trouble.
We're fine. It took them long enough.
Drive the truck.
Oh, we're fine. Patience, patience. I'm going to stand there, arms folded, looking magnanimous and slightly perturbed.
All right.
What are the ships that are coming from the sky?
No, there are 2 figures that look like they're robots, and they got big wings. And there's a 3rd guy in the middle that seems to be descending. He was the one that wore the jetpack, or was a person that wears a jetpack. He looks more human.
I'm going to look to the crowd of whoever's still standing here and go, leave us now.
Oh yeah, they're getting the hell out of here. They don't want to deal with these guys.
Yep.
I don't blame them.
I don't either. I'm scared to shut my way out of this.
So the 3 of them land and begin walking in your direction.
I'm going to wait until they're within easy talking distance.
Okay. The 2 winged robots kind of flank out, and the one guy starts to walk up to you.
I'm
the
gonna
group.
walk up to him. You're late.
For what?
We've been expecting you.
Well, that's good.
So, what's the story?
He looks very confused.
Good.
What are you doing here? What's going on?
Well, you've succeeded in allowing a mob to form here. What's with security forces? Or are you unable to control the population properly?
Well, we had reports of people leaving their assigned duties, and disorder was alerted, and we have come down here.
They most certainly were. And you nearly had a bloodbath on your hands.
Through no fault of ours whatsoever.
Yes, luckily we were here to stop it.
Mhm.
So what's
They
going on?
seemed harmless.
Pardon
They
my
just they were just looking for a good time. Ripping up those outsiders.
I'd hardly call violence a good time at this point. The efficiency is already too low in this region anyway.
I don't think we've met. Who are you?
And May, and yourself?
I am X5.
Well, I would
That's
say
a-
it's a pleasure.
That's a nice name. Did your mother give you that?
No. Well, I mean, my designer did, of course, which I guess would be a mother and a father.
Wow.
So,
It suits you.
You don't look like inhabitants of Agraria,
we're not.
and this vehicle is certainly not a harvester.
It isn't.
Then what
It's
are you
an
doing here?
F-350.
We're here on orders.
From who?
Someone far above your pay grade, and who doesn't like questions asked of them. Now, what's going on with the efficiencies of Agrarius? Why is their production faltering? That's why we're here.
You're here for that reason?
That's why we were sent here to investigate.
We had an incident earlier yesterday. One of our exes went off orders and into the jungle.
One of them went into the jungle?
Yes, restricted area, unfortunately. They're lucky they got out.
To say the least. But that doesn't account for the efficiency problems that have been detected here.
No, I don't consider. He looks the group, your group over. I don't think that you have come here on higher orders from anyone. You may be here by accident. That's fine. Just stay out of Agraria. You can go into the jungle. Stay in
Would
there.
anyone dress like that on accident? As I point over to Corvald.
Are you jealous?
Pulls out cheese grater, attaches to thigh.
These are triple X style. And he like kind of sticks his hips out.
Oh God.
While this is happening, I'm gonna take a few steps back and go to Carlton and whisper in his ear. Carlton, get in the truck and see if you can access any of this robot's programming.
Okay, I tried this last time, but I'll try again. So
Just see if we can find any information on it. We don't need to, really hack him or anything.
yep, I will stealthily sort of get out of the bed and try to find my way into F-350.
Shouldn't be too difficult to do. He has doors.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, but I'm trying not to make a big scene of like I'm getting out of the back of the truck, right? So
Just climb through the back glass while nobody's looking.
Well, let's go in. We act like you own the place. That's how I do everything here.
All right. You give me program or hack. Yeah, hacking. Which would be program, right? There's no hack.
program, yeah. Right. So that's an 11 because I get to use 2 dice, right? Or am I using 1?
Still using 1. So
Okay,
so
so it's a 6.
so these you pick up that they got some kind of firewall, and their programming is fairly simple, but it's they've got a decent defense system to keep them from being hacked, at least at this level.
Can I pick up any designation like TK421 or what are they called? I guess is what I'm saying. In other words, can I pick up any base information about them without actually accessing their system?
Okay.
That one's Tiffany and that one's Marge.
An X5 exterminator.
Luckily, we have Thunder Thighs here for a distraction.
That's what we need. We need a Doctor Who themed game we can play.
There you go.
Okay, so I step out of the truck and I'm like, Anna May, ma'am, orders from Jilso Isium. Can I have one moment with you?
All right, I'm gonna walk to him.
And so I basically whisper her in her ear, but try to pretend like it looks like we're having some official conversation.
Right.
Okay, so their systems are locked down. I can't get anything other than their designation. You're speaking to Jilso Sirix 559 and Jilso Sirix 478.
Okay. We'll worry about it later. I think they're pretty certain we don't actually belong here, but they seem fine with us. So let's see if we can get some information then, shall we?
Certainly.
Head back out there.
So as when you go and have this quick conversation, so who else is outside? Is
I'm in
Corval?
the truck.
Corval is outside. He's
Showing off his thunder thighs.
Tanning his thighs. Yeah, right.
So the guy X5, the human with the jetpack, kind of looks at one of the flying robots and kind of looks at him. He doesn't say anything, but he kind of gives him a nonverbal cue, and the robot comes and sort of he looks at you. He kind of, you can see him turn, and you see some lights flicker. You feel like some heat, almost like he's scanning you.
Hey, can I interrupt that scan?
It's kind of going on when you're having this conversation.
Understood. Yep, got it.
And he says, the robot just kind of turns and looks at him, and X5 just he nods and waits for Anne to come back out. So those of you outside the truck would have seen this.
So Koval, you done showing off?
I'm not showing off. I'm just making him aware of the latest fashion styles.
Well, if you can
I'm
answer that,
imagining-
very fashionable.
I'm imagining Corvald's hip is still flung out to one side like he had it a few minutes ago.
Oh, that almost dislocated. Gotta be careful.
So the X5 just kind of waiting, and he kind of turns and looks at the other two flying creature robots, and they kind of turn and they turn, and you can feel they're scanning Anne and whoever else is outside. Is Ide outside or no?
No, Ide's inside the truck.
Okay, so he attempts to scan you. You can feel the heat.
So X5, what's the quickest way off this planet?
I would have to consult the those in Gilsoisium.
Well, that's what matters to us more than anything else, is returning home.
How long have you been here?
Long enough.
How many resets have you witnessed?
Witnessed about 3, I'd reckon.
3 resets.
Yes.
So,
Do we get a medal? How many resets until we get a trophy?
You have to get 25 resets in order to unlock a new skin for your gun or your gladius.
Ah. How many resets till I can change the color of my pants?
That's 225.
Oh.
If I remember my Call of Duty numbers enough from Modern Warfare 1.
So Anne and Corvalt, if you all you got, everybody give me a notice roll.
Would love to. Oh, Jesus Christ. I would love to, apparently. That's 6.
7.
2.
God, I really wanted to notice something, apparently.
I don't notice anything other than, Corvalt's thighs, apparently. So, yeah, right.
That's all you need.
It's a 4.
All right. Ide and Anne, you notice X5. He looks like he's calculating something. He kind of stares off like he's doing some sort of arithmetic. And then he
What's
looks
the
at
ROI
you
on killing these idiots? Yeah, right.
and he says, 3 more cycles, 3 more resets. Mark this location. We will come and pick you up.
All right,
Oh, that
then.
worked out well. Yeah.
We'll see you in 3 resets. Now turn around and head back to the truck.
Okay. And he just kind of turns and walks and looks at the 2 flying sentries, the Gilsoisiums, and they just take off. He takes off in his jetpack and they start to head back to the Sky City.
Yeah, I'll
So
hop
guys,
back.
my master plan worked out. All's well that ends well. See, like it was great to get them all riled up and bring I planned that all along. It's exactly what I wanted to happen. So yeah.
Masterful work as always.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Well, we have 1.5 cycles to get deeper into the jungle and figure out what the hell we can do to stop them. So,
Wait,
any
what?
bright ideas?
He just said we could leave in 3 days.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Now, do you trust him, though?
You did.
I don't trust anybody on this planet.
Neither do I. As such, I doubt we'll be allowed to leave, especially with our bodies somehow becoming metal to a degree. For all we know, we might be very good specimens for harvesting.
Hmm.
And if your efficiency is going down, would you want good crops to leave?
Hmm. Maybe we should blow this planet up.
That would be preferable. If we could get in contact with the Sisters of Karma, they could probably have it arranged. Or we'd have to get in communication with them first. And in the meantime, I doubt we'll be able to do that unless we get into the jungle and find out what's going on in this restricted section.
Wait a minute. You mean we can't communicate? Carlton, stop threatening to call mom on me. We can't even make a call.
Well,
Who
there's
are
some
you going to believe? Who are you going to believe? Me, your own brother, or the man, woman?
Anne, I'm going to believe Anne.
Well, if we can, Carlton, would you be able to get us in contact with the ICAA station?
I could try. I'm sure that I could hack. I could use Andy's comm systems to boost the signal, and maybe like if I wire Andy up to F350 and boost the comm signal, I might be able to. Yeah, for sure. That's worth a shot, right? Keeper DM.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Well, let me take us into the jungle a bit so that it's not completely obvious what we're doing.
Okay.
I was surprised that X5 suggested that we go into the jungle. I thought that the jungle was a place that the city folk didn't like because things could hide from there.
That's also where they can keep garbage and trash if they don't want it interfering with their operations. We were pretty much given an ultimatum. Either we go ahead and disrupt whatever's going on here and they kill us, or we go into the jungle and pretend like we don't exist. I gave them a third option, and we'll have to see if that little scanning trick they did has anything to do with it.
They were just taking your measurements so they could get you a nice comfy seat in the new ship.
I'm certain that's not what they were doing.
Or to know how deep to dig the hole when they plant you as crop corpse.
Actually, more likely. What type of fertilizer I need. How much urea nitrate needs to be in it. So, Carlton, would you like to begin the hacking?
Yeah. Well, do we want to go deeper into the jungle first, or do we
No,
want
I'm
to
going
just...
to get us to the edge for now, and if I need to go deeper in a rush, I can.
Okay. I'm just going to start. I'm going to walk up to Andy and I'm going to go, Andy, I'm sorry. This is only temporary. And I'm going to start trying to pull whatever components I can from his comm system. Hopefully the proctological, parts, and just to get them ready to hook up to F350 to try to boost the signal.
That's not going to work. You're going to have to pull harder.
That's what my ex-boyfriend used to say.
All right, so you guys drive up to the edge of the right inside the jungle area and pull in.
Yep.
You're hardwiring Andy.
Yeah, see if you can get a signal out, or if at least we can discover if there's satellite coverage or a communication system or something around this planet.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to boost the signal because I couldn't really pick up anything last time from F350. So I'm going to wire Andy in, okay, I attached the red one. Now I attached the fucking black one. Let's go. And then what
So roll two. I'm going to let you roll 2d6 because you're using Andy as a boost.
Would that be program though? Yes.
Yeah, you can use program.
That's 3.
So that's going to be a 9.
Okay. Are you sending does it say anything, or is it just you're just trying to ping something?
At this point, I'm just trying to scan to see if there are any sort of satellite systems or arrays or something that I can send a signal, right? I'm trying to boost to see what comm systems are available, and then I'll try to ping a message. In other words, is this a complete and total waste of time, or can I actually would it be possible for me to send some sort of signal?
You send something, you know that it may take a little bit of time to actually get something back,
Okay.
but you feel good about the signal that you sent.
Okay. So I tell Anne, so the signal is definitely strong enough, right? Like, so Andy's systems is boosting. We have a greater range. The thing is, I don't know on the other side what's going to receive it and how long it'll take to get a message back.
Okay, well, we need to find out if there's an ICAA communication satellite for spike messages available. Can we leave this location, or do we have to remain here to receive the signal again?
Oh, that's so. Would they be able to triangulate me wherever I
Yeah,
am, or would I have
you
to?
can move. It will find you.
Okay, yeah, they can. We can triangulate the system or the signal, and they should be able to find us wherever.
Okay, then let's head deeper into the jungle. What we can find.
Okay.
Any old structures, or they said the jungle's super dangerous for them. There's a reason for that, and I doubt it's the outsiders.
What? Have you seen Preston?
I have, and I'm less than impressed, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. I've
Blood
heard you say that
but not
before.
effective.
I've heard you say that before. And the last time you said that, you crawled into a cabin with that guy for 3 days.
Interrogations take time.
Was Preston the one that we first met?
That was
No.
Memento.
Memento.
Okay.
Preston's the one that were you here when he murderized that guy?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
He's
So are you
continuing
going deeper into the jungle, like where you have not explored yet?
Yes. Trying to Carlton, could you go ahead and perhaps try to get a ping of any kind from around us? Just if there's any electronic systems functioning, or maybe try and scan for anything metallic.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna send out just a single ping to see if I get a bounce back, if I get a return.
One
Like
ping.
any electronic stuff? No. I mean, the only thing you get is the Sky City.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a negative. The only thing that's pinging back is Sky City, so off planet.
So going about an hour and a half or so, you begin to pick up a heat signature that's pretty big. Actually, you pick up two. You pick up one that's pretty big and one really small.
Okay, so I point out to Anne, and we're looking at sort of and I'm assuming Andy just has like this giant screen in his chest, because of course, why wouldn't he, right? Like that.
Right.
And so I'm pointing out the heat signal that appears to be, that they're sort of, it's growing and pulsing, right? So 2 heat signals. Are they both in the same general area, or are they?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 heat signals could be, can I determine if they're life forms or if they are not, if they are something else?
Oh, there's some kind of life form. Yeah.
So, yep, picking up 2 heat signals, distinct life forms.
Everyone be careful then, and make sure you're armed, eyed, prepare your armory.
Oh, you mean this stuff? And I'll just make it appear because I've been holding it the whole time and it was just invisible.
Yep, you're good. Check my last pistol, make sure it's loaded. Corvold, you got your gladius ready for combat?
Oh yes.
Now,
They
the
won't
question
know
is,
it. They won't know it's them.
is
In
his
fact, this-
gladius actually a laser pistol that shoots laser beams out of it?
It's like the Master Sword where like I swing it and it just like shoots a laser out of the
Yep.
end.
He doesn't have a laser pistol, that's what he has instead.
Oh,
So
by the way,
F-350 drives up and stops, and you guys are kind of like covered by some of the jungle foliage. But ahead of you, you can see now some kind of cage hanging in the air from like one of these trees, and there's something small in it. There is a large hulking creature, for lack of a better word, just kind of stalking it and looking at it.
Do they look biological or biomechanical?
From this distance, they look biological.
Mhm.
Odd is going to float the shotgun that he has yet to install in F-350 out in front of everyone and see if anybody wants it.
It's like 3.5 meters tall, so it's like 12 feet tall.
Mhm.
Shotgun would be good for that.
Nice. Are any of us good with guns? I thought so.
F-350 is.
Yes, but he's in reboot set mode. He didn't quite come back all there.
Is there a chance that Andy would be familiar with guns?
No,
he's a
it's more
maintenance
like
droid?
maintenance and
Yeah,
certain
right.
protocols, but yeah, weapons is not one of them.
The one time I decided not to make a combat character. Okay.
Andy, ready your prostate exam. You may need to use it.
I'm just gonna rush up to the creature with the engine blaring on full blast and honk the horn.
Can't we just run it over?
Well, it's 12 meters. It's almost twice as big as the pickup truck.
No,
Well.
it's 3.5 meters.
3.5 meters, so 12 feet. So it's almost twice as big as the pickup truck, about 4 feet bigger. Based on its body mass that we can determine using a quick mathematical formula, how many kilograms does this thing weigh?
It's probably 160 kilo.
160 kilos, you say? Ide, how much can you lift again?
I can lift more than that, but I don't think I can mess. Wait, yeah, I can. I was gonna say I can't lift sentient creatures, but we already had to clarify that when I was picking you up out of a pit.
Yep. How high can you lift him?
It doesn't have a limit. It just says 20 meters per turn.
Well, send him 20 meters up then.
Oh dear.
Help him out. Lift him up and let him get the small creature that's up in the tree. Like it'll distract him.
Well, it's in a cage in our tree, but if we lift him 20 meters at a time and we do that for, let's say, a minute, he'll be pretty damn high up. What's the range on that you have?
I really don't see a range. It just says 20 meters per round.
Well, Yeetus deletus.
Give me a telekinesis roll.
All right. 3 plus my telekinesis is 1. And does that get the whiz modifier also?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so 5.
So you start to lift him off the ground and he starts flailing because it's starting to freak him out. And he grabs onto like a branch of one of these trees and is like holding on.
I'm gonna get within, let's say, 20 meters of it, so still a distance he'd have to travel, and I'm gonna step outside the truck and try talking to it.
Okay.
Something put a cage out here, you know, it might be sentient and able to speak. Keep him there for the time being.
Yeah.
Hello there. How are you doing?
It looks down at you. You can see it's got like gnarly, jagged teeth, and there's a bunch of drool that comes out. It's covered in kind of like moss and like leaves and stuff, so it's like perfectly camouflaged. Very bony, and kind of gangly, especially for being so tall. And I mean, he's only 350 pounds and he's 12 feet tall, so he's real skinny.
It means there's not a lot of prey here on the planet. Do you understand me?
It kind of bares its teeth and snarls at you, and then it's trying to reach for the cage to try to pull it closer to it.
Oh, don't be pestilent or I'll have to get violent with you. I'd see what you can do about raising him a bit further.
Same roll, it's a 5.
Yeah, he's holding on. He's moved up a little bit, but like he's like sideways now.
He's got a pretty good grip.
Well, it's very simple. Either you can calm down or I'll have to get a bit upset. Does it seem like it has any understanding or sentience?
Give me a no roll.
Oh, I would love to. That's actually my expertise right here. Let's see. So that's 6 intelligence. Can I do a charisma roll? No roll. A very dexterous knowledge. No, that's well, I rolled a 4, so that's 2.
I mean, what the hell? Why isn't this guy understand what you're saying? You're enunciating perfectly.
I am. Well, I am thoroughly annoyed at this point. I'm pulling out my laser pistol and shooting it in the hand.
Okay, give me attack roll.
That I can do for you. That's 17, 18, 19 minus, yeah, so 19 total.
That's a hit.
And that is 4. So that's 5, 6, 7. That's 8 damage. I'm just trying to blow its hand apart so it loosens its grip and continues flying upwards. No one can say I didn't try to be diplomatic.
Yes, we can.
Do you have anything in shoot?
I do not. Listen, I pilot, I talk, and I exert.
Give me a D8. Give me a D8 roll.
I would love to. That's a 6.
Yes. You actually shoot it in the hand and blast it. And how much damage was it?
That was 8.
You blast its hand, it screams and begins to float more into the air, like it's starting to break the canopy of the jungle.
He is quite rude-eyed. Would you mind just continue sending him up for the time being? I'll tell you when to stop, don't worry.
Oh dear. That's going to be an 8.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have got focus on him now. It's no issue as he is like ascending.
Good. How's fall damage work in this game anyway? Is it like D&D where it's 1d6 for every 10 feet up to a maximum?
I don't, at the height you're going to probably put him, he's probably not going to make it.
I'm just trying to put him about 500 feet up and then drop him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make a 500-foot drop.
Fine by me. Yeah, I'd get him about 250 meters up and then just let him go.
250 meters, that's like 800 feet.
Well, a meter. Oh, that's true. Actually, that might be a bit too high.
Well, he's got a 6 intelligence. Just keep going, I
got 6 intelligence. Just keep going.
What is that, like 10 feet? You got him up there so far?
I'm the exact opposite of most women. I go ahead and I see a ruler and some guys told me what an inch is and I'm like, that's not an inch, that's only a couple of millimeters.
What are you doing to that poor creature?
Disciplining it like a dog that pees on the rug.
It's on a roller coaster.
God,
You ever been on a roller coaster?
What? Remind me to make sure no one ever lets you have a dog. Like,
All right, guys, it's almost up to the top of the chain lift. Time to come down the other side. And I just let go.
Very good then. I'm going to sit here waiting.
Okay.
When does it hit?
Let's see, 10 meters per second per second. Well, has this got the same gravity as Earth?
It has very similar gravity than you're used to.
It was like 0.83 gravity to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
You hear this? Give me an evasion roll, Ann.
uh-oh.
Oh, yep. I rolled an 18 and I needed a lot less than that.
So you hear this thing coming down, you move out of the way, and it just impacts.
Take a step to the left.
Earth and stuff fly up into the air, and it's just shattered. It's destroyed.
No, somehow I thought this bondage gear would be more difficult to move in. Oh, well. And what about you, little fellow in the cage? What's it look like?
Looking at it, it's like black and white. It's got like big ears with a little nose.
Mm-hmm.
Trash panda.
It's a skunk. Out of curiosity, did the creature explode into meaty giblets or into mechanical machinations?
No, it looks like pieces and parts. It doesn't. I mean, if are you going to investigate? Is that what you're going to start going through it?
I'm just going to take a look at in the hole.
Yeah, you don't see anything that looks like metal. It looks all organic.
Well, this proves one thing. There is something alive here somehow.
Not anymore. I just dropped it from like 300 feet.
Yes, but it does mean that there has to be some herbivore in the food chain here. Otherwise, there wouldn't be carnivorous life of any sort.
You just see Ide pointing up at the cage.
Yeah, the trash panda.
Yes. Which therefore means that there has to be a way to breed these things and reduce our reliance on, well, rations.
We could just grow food.
Apparently not.
The bags aren't bad, except for the chalky beets. Like the turkey beets were pretty good. Like, but yeah. So.
Yes, but still limited. And apparently, unless anyone happens to have a bunch of seeds that we can plant, we won't be able to grow much of anything, food-wise at least. Corvold, you don't happen to have a packet of tomato seeds, do you, or something like that? Or potatoes?
Well, I didn't bring any, but we could search the forest. We could search the jungle.
We have been, and according to everyone, there is nothing that grows here food-wise. That's why they've all been living off ration packets. Now, how does this...
That sounds convenient for Gilso Isium.
And it's pretty tasty too. Really, like just not the chalky ones. So,
Corvold, would you mind examining this cage up here? Maybe you can tell how long it's been here, or how long this creature's been here, and how it operates.
you should lift him up.
Did the creature explode? I didn't catch it. You said the creature exploded in parts. Were they mechanical parts, or were
they appear to be
flesh
organic.
parts?
They look organic.
Okay. So how high above us is the cage?
It is. Let's see. So he was 12.
I won't be offended.
Yeah,
if
it's like
he's
9 feet above you. I mean, it's like 9 feet. So over 2.5 meters. So about 9 feet above you.
You know, looking at it, I mean, does it look rusted out?
It looks like it's made out of wood. It looks very primitive. You know, it doesn't look that sophisticated. But done with like vines and twigs and stuff.
You want to go up
All
there,
right.
Corvold?
I mean, I could, but I don't know what I would find. It just looks like a piece of crap.
Very
Is that your
analysis.
expert opinion?
I can see why you weren't put on the cultural exchange program very often. Well then, if nothing else, maybe we'll be able to... Ide, would you be able to get this cage down without breaking it?
Why do we want to get it down?
I could try.
I mean, are we looking for food? Carlton's double lids like kind of open up, and his sort of serpentine split tongue comes out a little bit, and he licks his lips real quick and grabs a knuckle of the creature that, like, you know, fell, one of the pieces, and just takes a quick bite.
How is
Yeah,
it?
It's kind of gamey.
It'll suffice.
And it's like you bite into it, it's like the bones are almost hollow. It's like they snap. They're real brittle.
kind of crunchy, but you know, it'll do in a pinch.
Well, I'd like to get a few more of these creatures at least into a cage and set up some temporary food supply that can grow over time.
Oh,
And
we were leaving.
ideally,
thought we were
will
leaving
be
in 3
leaving, but we have to
resets.
be careful.
Now Anne's trying to start a garden. We're gonna be here for like 6 months waiting on our corn to come up.
For heirloom tomatoes. Like
Listen, how else am I supposed to get children if I don't have corn?
Oh, I was gonna say something really bad, but I'm not gonna say it.
That's okay. You can say it. Just do it. We know what you're thinking. Just say it.
If Anne is obsessed with, you know, the cornhole, I think you're not going to get children that way. That's the wrong.
That's not how it works. Yep.
Yeah, right.
6 intelligence. I never passed biology.
So I'll attempt to get the cage down without breaking it.
Give me a telekinesis roll.
Oh yeah. 9.
Yeah, easy.
Here you go, Anne. And I just set it down on the ground.
Approach the cage. How does the creature?
Don't kill that one, Anne. Here,
And it kind of like
kitty.
it kind of backs away in the corner away from you. Looks like it's
It's
afraid.
okay, little fella. It's okay. How big
Here,
is the
give it
cage?
some of this, and I hand you the.
It's
the-
not. It's not very big.
I'm gonna pick it up and put it in the back of the truck.
And you can
Okay.
see it like curled in the back of the cage, like frightened, and all these spikes come out of it as it's sitting there.
That's
It's
a good
skunk porcupine.
boy or girl or whatever you are.
I shall call you Edgar. Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Carlton's new emo pet.
Yeah. Andy, no examinations of this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Andy,
It's
do you
kind of cute.
He's not very functional. We've got him chopped up and wired into the truck right now. He can't really move.
That is true. Well, unless anyone sees anything else in this clearing.
Well, do we want
Anyone-
to gather up the rest of the scrub, or like, are we just going to leave it?
I don't think there's that much left. Kind of misted a lot of it.
You told me to keep raising it up. I didn't know we
You
were
did
going to try
good.
to eat some of it.
I did not expect anyone to try and eat any of it.
Oh, you clearly don't know Carlton. He tries everything.
Not well, no.
I'm surprised he hasn't been into one of these trees yet, honestly.
Yeah, I'm more of a carnivore, so yeah. Right.
Well, let's take a quick little look around the clearing here and see if we see any tracks that lead towards here or away from here.
Yeah, because clearly that was like I mean, this was a trap set for this thing, right? Like they were trying, someone was trying to lure it here, right? Like otherwise, why would they leave this poor creature in a cage in a tree?
Well, the
It was
cage
meant
might have been
to-
for that creature. And then this fellow just happened to show up.
If anybody wants to make a survive roll,
Who has the highest wisdom?
I have a
No,
plus
yeah.
1 wisdom.
Corvold was built to survive.
yeah.
I'm a survivor. I doubt it.
All right, that's a 6.
Clearly there's a path that this thing, whatever this little critter and this big tall
Death Claw. Yeah, we're just calling it a Death Claw. So
was
yeah.
that you killed was making, there's clearly a path that they had. And you also spot the scat of both of them.
Good.
You gotta always follow your nose. And like Corvold like turns around. Right there.
Yeah,
This is
Carlton,
the path they were making.
you could probably eat that too, Carlton, with a big smile on my face.
Well, I don't think we can linger here much longer. We should probably follow that path and see where it leads.
Follow the yellow brick
Just-
road.
Just avoid the shit.
Thanks,
I'll let
Captain
F-350
Obvious.
worry about that.
He's got plenty of ground clearance.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop back in the truck. Screw that shit. I ain't walking. What do I look like? A commoner
Yes.
in this outfit?
Yes.
What planets do you go to?
All right.
You'll never know.
So I would guess like Corval is probably in front of F-350 leading the way.
Yeah.
Yep. That's about right.
So you mosey probably for about an hour.
About half a mile an hour.
And Corval, you come to, it comes down a bank, and then there's like a little rolling creek, and that kind of drops off, and you can see that looks like a cave almost. It's a very mossy cave. It seems to head in that direction.
We're heading into the mossy cave.
That creature looked mossy. Check and make sure we don't see any more of those creatures around here. Do you detect anything on your scanner, Carlton?
Good call. Do I see any other heat signatures on Andy's chest?
No.
No other heat signatures. Hey, Corvald, how big is the cave opening? Does it look like it's Edgar sized, or does it look like it's splatter sized?
How big does it?
It's
How big is the hole?
it's only a couple meters across and a couple meters high. So
Could be Edgar's family.
yeah, he'd have to really crouch down to get in here.
Well, it's a little tight for Edgar.
Hey,
But
I
you
actually
can
look
make
at
it.
I look at Edgar, and how is he acting?
So yeah, he's sleeping right now. He's curled up sleeping. He doesn't have his spikes out.
He shook himself unconscious basically on the drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'd Corvald if you'd like to go inside the cave and investigate.
By
Of course.
himself?
No, I'd and Corvald.
Oh, okay.
Yep, let's go in there. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
I'll turn on the headlights so you have some lighting.
As soon as I get away from the truck, I'm gonna turn to Corvald and be like, why is it always the two of us getting sent in to die?
Well, they haven't killed me yet, so maybe I'm lucky.
I think
Corvald,
she's
who
trying.
knows? The inside of that cave could be even nicer than the inside of that hut.
Oh. And that he's like quickens his pace.
Someone say extra hard dirt?
So do you have any light source?
Does the headlights reflecting off of my neon short shorts count?
Okay, yeah, I'll count that. All right, so you and I are walking in here, like the creek kind of heads down into this little mossy cave. You can hear the creek running. It's walking through like muck. Both of you guys can give me evasion rolls.
Oh shit.
You see, that's why I didn't go in there. I still don't have shoes, and neither do you, Carlton.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look better barefoot in my skin tight black cat suit. So yeah, right.
I just
Makes
got
me-
one that
Makes me stealthier.
Oh wait, this isn't pulp. I want to roll above what it says. I was like, oh man, that's awful. I got a nat 20. I'm gonna die.
I just
I failed.
Okay, so you passed.
Yeah.
You see this thing come. It's like these vines come out and grab Corvald and whoosh, pull him back inside to like the side of this cave.
Oh.
It's one of these. I should have known.
The dirt floor with the magic fingers.
Oh, that's the greatest response ever.
And
What are
massage
you
your
doing,
mind.
Step Vines?
Corvald, where are you going? And I'll take off after him.
Give me a physical save.
Uh-oh.
So, Carlton, got any plans for tonight?
I know, right?
Well, Corvald, it's gonna get in your shorts.
I
He
failed
likes it.
that one.
So it looks like the food
you do
supply
have a
we need has
hustle
been
point if
cut
you
in
wanna use
half,
it.
So
Yeah.
Since you prompted, that probably means it wouldn't hurt. Still failed.
Okay. So it is grabbed you and pulls you away as you feel yourself moving. I'll let you go ahead if you want to try to do something or.
Corval would try to grab his bronze gladius.
Okay.
And
is that a
And-
euphemism? Like,
He grabbed both his gladii.
and attempt to cut the branches, the vines that are pulling him.
All right. Yeah. Give me a attack roll.
Just like that jungle safari in the Amazon.
The thing I just added my bronze gladius.
Oh, use Dex or strength.
Hey Peter, is there any like debris laying around, like branches or sticks or things?
Yeah,
Of that
oh, yeah.
nature? Okay. While Corvald is looking for his gladius,
It's a 15.
Give me a D4 roll.
Just give the gladius a good yank, and you can get it out of your sheath.
2.
So you cut 2 of them off. You just two others are grabbed onto you.
Carlton is going to grab a branch and a bandage, sort of wrap the bandage around the end of the branch, and then pour some of F-350's diesel fuel onto it and attempt to light it to make a torch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Landscape torches, like right.
Yep. Do you want to do anything?
Can I see what the vines are coming from, or are they just kind of coming out of the distance?
They're just coming out of the wall. They're coming out of the cave wall.
Well, I don't want to attempt to shoot like right where Corvald's at, but if I can see where some of those vines are coming out of the wall, I'll attempt to shoot at that. I got to go in here and figure out what all the stuff to add because I haven't fired this gun yet.
It's your wisdom or charisma plus your
Telekinesis.
telekinesis.
Yep. So it's a +2.
And also your attack bonus if you have one.
Oh, I don't. So it's just a D20 +2. That's going to be a 14 then.
Yeah. I mean, are you trying to hit the vines or are you just trying to hit the base?
If I can see what the vines are coming out of, I'll try to
Okay.
shoot.
Yeah. That's it. Give me a D4 roll.
4. 2.
Yeah. You hit like looks like the base of this like moss and vines, and two more vines retract and drop Corval to the ground.
Making friends already, huh?
I didn't even see that. Oh, thank you. Oh, my back is killing me.
Not a very
I'll have
good
to go
pirate.
find that dirt floor.
We'll get Carlton's bot to give you a good examination when we get back.
That sounds good. Keep your eye out and get your gladius ready.
I don't have a gladius.
Carlton comes up behind them though with the torch and says, "Look, maybe this will help." And he's kind of holding it out in front of him, sort of towards the vines, right?
Yeah.
Like,
they retract and
they
they're like,
retract. Okay.
you see them moving, and then they kind of get still as they kind of move, almost suck themselves back into the cave.
This might help. Plus, it's a better light source than Corvald's shiny pants. So, like,
I'm pretty sure he's got some kind of light on his metal.
Seems
to refuse to use.
Carlton, you've got the torch. You're doing this. You look down, and you can see, his shiny pants, and then below where his exposed thigh is, you can see a red mark, looks almost like poison ivy. Looks like a like something where the vine got him.
Corvold, either you got stung or the vine really likes you and you got a hickey on your inner thigh. Look.
I prefer to think of life of getting a hickey from life. But
Does it look to be like festering or, swelling, or does it look? I guess what I'm asking is, does it look like an allergic reaction? Does it look like something like stuck him?
Are you going to examine it, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna throw up a little bit in the back of my mouth as I lean down and hold the torch down to get a better look at his inner thigh.
Does his inner thigh start to melt with the torch so close? Like wax.
Give me a heal check.
All right. Yeah, that's nothing. So
Give him a bikini wax.
that's a 3.
you have to look
It
closer,
does look
Carlton.
like some kind of rash.
Okay.
Does it itch?
It kind of
Please
burns a
don't
little
scratch
bit.
your inner thigh right now, Corvold. Please don't.
Will you scratch it for me?
Oh God!
Fine.
You know what
fine.
would be perfect for that? I'd get your gladius out and scratch Corvold's itch.
My gladius, you mean like this? And I'll change my telekinetic rifle into a big telekinetic longsword. I don't think he wants me to scratch him with this, but it might come in handy against these vines.
I think so. Corvold, do you think you can walk in that condition?
There's only one way to find out. And Corval attempts to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he walks around.
Yeah, no
Does a
problem.
couple.
I
He
think-
starts doing starts doing burpees.
Oh God. Oh, God.
Not a problem. I still got it. Maybe.
I think we should be okay with the torch. I think it'll hold the vines back at least for a while if we want to, progress further in.
I feel spry. Nothing's changed.
Aside from the hickey on your inner thigh, yeah. All right, so let's make our way further in.
It's not the first time he's had a burning itch down there.
Carlton hands the torch to Ide and then kind of like shoves him forward a little bit and is crouched down behind his back. Go on, Ide, go do it.
You're way bigger and stronger than I am. Why am I?
I know, and thank you for recognizing that. But also, every once in a while, I like to give you, the lead. It's just to make you feel better. So.
Okay. I'll start heading further into the cave. Now we've left Anne alone in the dysfunctional truck to die.
I'm fine. I'm on my compad playing Pokemon Go.
Gotta catch them all.
don't have
You
internet connection.
come up to, it looks like a metal door that's got some moss and dirt on it. And there is like a light pad next to it that's just faint enough to see like where you would, punch in a code to enter.
Oh, Carlton, this looks right up your alley, buddy.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. So you hold the torch out and make sure that none of the little vines come out. And I'm gonna attempt to hack it.
Okay.
That is that's 5.
It
5.
takes a minute or two, but finally, you punch in a code and that door opens.
Okay.
You get a
go ahead,
whiff of
Ide.
like stale air.
Okay, so you go ahead. You have the torch. Should I go back and get Anne, or should we send Corvold back to get Anne, or should we like?
Anne is sitting in her seat sideways on her compad, and she's staring at Andy going, so what exactly do you do?
Great. So I will use my data slab to contact, because I can contact any other, like with it, you can sort of like, have communication within the area. And I,
Bluetooth.
as
but may not go through the router.
Anne is sitting there on her compad talking to Andy, a text comes through. It says, "What are you doing? We need you now, ...
What is happening? Question mark.
Orvald ... Nuff said.
Has he found another man? Question mark. Just let him be.
He's got a hickey on his inner thigh, and it's really gross.
Then why are you in there looking at it? Give him some space.
We found a door. The cave goes further than we thought.
Oh God. Fine, I'm coming. Be there in a sec.
That's what Corvald said.
That's what you won't be saying anytime soon. Send. Yeah, I'm gonna head on inside, annoyed.
Okay.
Did you lock the truck?
Andy's
Yeah.
there. He's watching it.
We have Andy and we have Edgar. That's an army of two right there.
Come back out. And find our
Is
truck that's been hijacked.
Is anybody going to meet Anne, or are you just letting Anne come to you?
I'll be fine.
I think we're just letting Anne come to. Oh shit! No, she needs to get past the vines.
That's okay.
Quick text. Grab a torch.
What are you talking about? Where's the torch?
Just grab a stick and stick it in F-350. Grab some diesel. It's fine. There's like a can of diesel in the back. You're gonna need it to get past the vines. That's, long story short, unless you want a hickey like Corvald has, you should probably grab a torch.
You shouldn't have told her that.
Yeah, now she won't grab a door.
Sounds better than a Saturday night with you already. I'm gonna go find a piece of wood and stick it in the damn what's it called? The gasoline. Do I have any way of lighting this?
You could shoot it with your laser pistol.
I could, yeah. I'm just gonna shoot it. Bullet. Because that's how bullets work.
All right. Yeah, you've got something. You've got like a lighter or something back here.
Yeah.
Oh.
fine. Yep.
There's a cigarette lighter in F-350.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, there we are.
All right. So you light that torch. You walk by those the vines. You can see them kind of like moving in the darkness, but they're basically against the side of the cave. And you come up to this door that's been opened. The keypad is worn out, and there's maybe 3 numbers that you can see. And the group is standing there waiting for you. And right there, we will take a break. So you've all walked up to this door that Carlton has opened, and it smells kind of stale in here. You look in, there are a couple of vac suits on the floor, no helmets though, and the vac suits seem to be got some rips and tears in them. They have like a very light blue color. And ahead of you is another door, and scrawled on it says Amacom Biotesting Lab.
Oh, this seems like a terrible place to enter. Let's do it.
For sure. Now we know where the vine creatures came from.
Yes, though it does beg the question, why are there no helmets on these suits? A very large, emaciated creature, somewhat humanoid in appearance, could have been a virus that went ahead and created them from a human being or humanoid. Well, who wants to enter a biotesting lab? That makes sense.
What? I does not want to go in a testing lab.
We still have vac suits in the back of the truck. We can get the helmets off them and put them on these, or we can just use our own if we want to go inside. We had 3 surviving vac suits, if I recall. That sounds right?
You had 1 helmet that made it.
Yeah, and one helmet. So
So you have a helmet and a vac suit.
Carlton, this is sciencey stuff. I'm pretty sure this is more up your alley.
It's not tech. It's bioscience. Who cares about that?
There's going to be computers and stuff in there.
well, you have fun, and now I'm going back to the truck.
I'll escort you.
Thank you.
Well, Carson, we can get this.
You all can make notice rolls.
No, I can't. Have you seen my
nor
notice?
can I. Yeah, right.
Oh, I rolled a 6, so that's 4.
I got a 5.
I got a 4 as well.
I got a 6.
That's not that bad. It's a 5. No, Peter, my character can do nothing except drive a fucking car and talk to people. That's all I can do. I'm worthless at everything else, like noticing and programming and all that stuff.
Oh dear. And Corvold starts picking at his rash.
Ill.
What are you doing?
Didn't you go?
We're trying to leave. But Peter said roll a notice check.
I've got a rash. And Corvold like spreads, like opens his legs in your direction, and he points to this spot, and there's a little green bud that is poking out of his skin.
Does it burn when you pee, Corvold? This could be bad.
Does it smell like asparagus?
I think there was something in that vine.
Yeah, you need to be pruned, Corvold.
You know, I always thought about the family tree, but I never thought I'd become one.
Well, we might have to give you a bikini wax, Corval, to get rid of that.
We might need to, I wonder if there's any pesticide or,
We could try to burn it off.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Do it.
some weed be gone.
Well, because but when we held the torch up to the vines retracted. So maybe if we hold the torch up to your skin, just like here, bite down on this, and I hand him the end of the well, no, I can't give him the torch. What the hell do I hand him? I hand him my data slab. Here, bite down on this.
No.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, you know what? Get your gladius out. Bite down on the hilt of your gladius. I'm just gonna try to burn this off of you. I won't even touch your skin. I'm just gonna get really close and see if it retracts or how it reacts.
Don't you have any biopsionic abilities that you can use on him?
Not really.
Oh,
I mean,
hey, what if you try to pop it like a zit or like a boil? Like just try to pop it, see what happens.
Let's go.
Let's go into the lab first and see like if there's anything that any sort of antidote.
Are you sure you don't want to just pop it? You got a green head, a really bad green head. You just need to pop it. Like
It'll scar.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, right. It would be a shame.
And I'll have that scar for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So about 20 minutes. It's fine.
All right. All right. Let's go into the lab and see if we can find an antidote for Corvald's green head.
Come on, Ide, we're leaving.
look at that torch.
I got the torch. I have my torch. Let's go.
Perfect. We're out.
I don't have a vac suit. I'm not risking it.
So we'll go in the lab then.
Okay, you come up to a similar Similar door. It says Amicom Biotesting Lab. The panel looks to be smashed, but when you approach it, it just opens.
I look at Corvald and I say, "Are you really? You're sure you just don't want to try the torch?"
I'm sure.
Insight
To
check.
you.
Both of you guys can give me evasion rolls as the door opens.
Haha, I made it this time.
Oh, evasion is a save, right? Like, so that's a D20.
Yes.
Yeah.
15.
That
So-
should be
My evasion is 14. So
Yep.
I mean, I made it or I missed it.
Yeah,
You
you
made it.
made it. You hit the, you as you're walking up to it, the door just kind of flings open, and out of this room, as the lights sort of come on, is some sort of green mossy human, not as tall as the other guy, probably your size, screaming, barreling out of the room right past you.
Anne and I'll take care of that.
Ann and I'd give me a evasion roll.
That's a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
I got a 6. I bet I failed worse than you did.
I got 2.
Damn it.
So
I'm
how-
the biggest failure here.
So how far did you guys get?
Probably a good way. We were kind of booking it out of there when they were going to open a bio research lab,
we were probably brisk marching.
to say the least. Force march at this
So
point.
you guys had,
And look how good that did you. So
as you guys are moving out of the cave, out into the cave to head out back to F-350, you hear something screaming
What?
out of this behind you, and kind of knocks you over, and both of you fall to the ground. The torch goes out, and this green thing just runs past you. You don't take any damage.
Well, the torch is out. Let's run.
You can make another evasion roll.
about 30 seconds after they hit the ground, Anne receives a text, and it's, "Oh, hey, by the way, look out behind you."
I failed again.
I failed. I got 9.
All right, the vines grab you.
Oh my.
Oh man, don't let it give you a hickey.
I'm in a full multi suit. I'm fine.
You can make physical saves.
I would love to.
Dice
That's a 7.
That's a. Oh, that's still a fail.
All right, so you are grappled by the vines as you're being pulled.
Oh, where's my gun?
I'd like to attack the vine with my telekinetic sword.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Roll better. Okay, that's a dirty 20. Yeah.
Roll D4.
2. That dice always lands on 2.
You can manage to hack off 2 of the vines. 1 is still attached. Anne?
I'm gonna try shooting my vine away with a -4 because I'm in melee combat with a pistol. But I have no melee weapon.
You could pistol whip the vine.
I think that's even more minuses than a -4.
You'll be all right.
That's a 19 -4, so 15 to hit.
Yeah. Give me a D4
Oh.
roll.
Jesus, okay. 4.
You manage to fire and you hit a couple of these vines. They all kind of retract and you fall to the ground.
Alright, are you done playing? Let's get out of here.
I'm still got a vine on me.
Oh, come off it. Literally. And I'm gonna get away from the wall as much as I can.
All right. So we go back to Carlton and Corvold.
So we get inside the lab, or at least attempt to.
Yeah, there's a lot of plants and foliage growing up along the walls. There's piles of scat everywhere. There's a whiff of urine and ammonia. There's some empty packets that look like those. Yeah, the packets that you've eaten before.
Sweet.
But they're empty.
Oh, damn it.
Freeze-dried tomatoes.
Do any of the plants look like the vines?
No.
Are any of the plants reacting to the torch as I enter the room?
No, they don't seem to.
Okay.
Are any of the plants plants?
Okay, Corval, let's start, like, look for vials or specimen jars or, like, right? I mean, if there's an antidote here somewhere, it's going to be contained, right? In, like, some sort of vial or jar or...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Carlton's going to start searching around. Like, I'm going to stay, I'm going by the plants, but I'm watching them closely, and I have sort of the torch held out in front of me to see if any of them are reacting to the flame. And I'm just searching around for any sort of glass beaker or vial or test tube or,
Yeah, give me a notice roll. Both you guys can.
6.
So as you're doing that, you find a couple like vials or whatever. They look broken. And then as you're, moving the torch, some of the vines kind of spread and move away,
Okay.
revealing a large cryopod. And some of the moss is grown on the outside, but you can see there's somebody inside.
Somebody meaning a human?
Looks like a human, yeah.
Hey, Corval, I found somebody. And then I'm going to do a quick scan around the room. As I sort of point that out to Corval, I'm going to do a quick scan around the room. Does it look like there are any data entry ports or like computers or something that I can, try to garner some information from?
Yeah.
I'm going to sort of point out the person behind, in the cryopod to Corval. And I'm going to make my way over to some sort of data entry port and try to see if I can figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
That is going to be 7 for program.
So this
I roll 1 or 2 die.
Roll 1
die. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a 5 for program.
Yeah. So whoever is in here seems to be in good order. All their life vital signs are fine. It's hard to determine how many hours this person's been in here, but there's no anomalies or anything.
Can I sort of search the system to see if there's any way to open the cryopod?
Yeah, you guys have been around these before. You would know how to. There's a shutdown sequence.
So if anybody can help you, it's probably the person behind the glass there, Corval. What do you say?
Let's break them out. What are we waiting for?
And I'll type in the command to open the cryopod.
Yeah, it starts to, like, you can hear the decompression and you can hear it like start to power down. It's starting to go through its sequence. There's another door in here that's like slightly ajar, like it didn't close all the way because the vines have like prevented it from closing.
Where's this other door?
It's in this room.
Okay. So is this thing taking, like, does it look like it's taking a while for it to depressurize?
Yeah, this process probably takes like 10 to 15 minutes.
All right. So Corval's gonna make his way over to the other door and just kind of peek through, not open it, but just kind of peek through the space that's ajar.
Looking in there, you can see that some of the vines and greenery have grown up around the walls and stuff. And there are a lot of cages in here. The cages appear to be open.
Are they like big cages like the ones we saw, or like the same make?
No, they're a little bit smaller. You can give me a
Are
notice
they-
roll.
That's a 6.
So as you're looking, you can see, and then you can see something moving in the back of the room rather quickly around these cages.
Corval's gonna head back to Carlton. Be on your guard. There is something afoot in the other room.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Carlton is actually scanning the system for any sort of communications, like, I don't know, emails, memos, something, anything that sort of gives me if I can sort of piece together what happened here, right?
This is registered to a group called the Eclipsing Mind. And from what you can understand, there was some kind of virus or something that it caught. Also, there was a lot of the data logs of the people who worked on here are gone. They've been like deleted.
Okay.
Uh,
Does it appear that they were deleted on purpose, or does it appear that there's just sort of system corruption? Or
no, somebody went in and removed them.
okay, all right.
And
Somebody scrubbed the server, Corvald.
and then the navigation system went like completely bonkers.
Was the server dirty?
Yeah, for sure. Whatever happened here, it's not good, and somebody tried to cover it up. Some sort of virus. And I looked down at Corvald's leg. Has his green head sprouted yet? Or
Give me a D6 roll.
me or Corvald?
Yeah, Carlton, you can. Yeah, sure.
4.
Yeah, there are 4 sprouts now.
So yeah, that's not good.
You know, I thought I stopped growing, but apparently not.
Yeah, it looks like you got a little woody there, buddy.
I do. This is unusual. Maybe
Then-
we should go back to Agraria.
One last quick scan. Can I find anything further in terms of the virus? Like, were they able to stop it? Is there any sort of cure for it? Like, what happens?
Give me a program roll.
Okay. 4.
This was the it's hard to tell, but this was definitely made by somebody,
Okay.
and it's very contagious.
Okay.
Space Umbrella Corporation.
Do you want the good news or the bad news, Corvald?
I want the bad news. Tell
The
me
bad-
I'm going to die.
Yeah, the bad news is that we're probably both infected at this point. This was an extremely contagious retrovirus.
Let me clarify. The virus that wrecked the navigation system is.
Oh, okay. So, okay, got it. All right.
So
well, then
you would be a little bit concerned that maybe it might jump to your data pad.
yeah, right. So the bad news is that like I can't get any more information out of this, and quite frankly, what we got is zilch. The good news is that person in the cryopod does still seem to be alive, and maybe they have the answers we're looking for.
Well, that's great.
We can't necessarily assume that they're friendly either. So I would ready my gladius if I were you, and I draw my laser pistol.
I can cut an imposing figure.
Yes, you can.
He like takes his gladius and he's kind of like shaking it. And he's gonna like be prepared so that like when he's able to, he's gonna grab the shoulder and like have the like the tip just of the gladius kind of like waving in front of his face.
We go back to Anne and I.
First thing I'd's gonna do is try to chop off this last vine because
All right.
that's not cool.
All right, go ahead.
No bueno.
What's that get? +2. 14 to hit.
Yep, give me a D4 roll.
Huh, finally something other than a 2. A 4.
Okay, so you slash, you cut a bunch, and you realize there's still one stuck to you, like grabbed onto you.
And help, it's got my leg.
What? Oh, damn it. Okay, fine.
Shoot it off.
At least I don't have the minuses anymore. That's a 16 to hit.
All right.
Oh God, my leg.
This ought to go ahead and deal with you permanently. You have less than 8 HP, right, Ide?
Yep.
Okay, good. So I'm going to kill Ide and be done with it. And, no, that's 4.
Yeah, and blasts off the last vine. It retracts into the mossy cave.
Now come along. No time to lollygag.
Yep, we're bolting.
Back to the truck, my safety truck.
Just as you get back to the truck, you can distinctly hear a door close.
On the truck?
Yes.
Now you know where the green man went.
Joke's on you, I have the keys.
I thought you said you locked it.
No, we had Andy there, remember?
Oh yeah, that. Mm-hmm.
I did take the keys, though. Okay, make our way to the truck. Hey, get out of there.
The door opens and Andy comes out.
Not you. Who else is in there with you, Andy? How did you even get out? You're half disconnected from everything and plugged into the machine, the dashboard.
He opens the door and like the wires are still.
Yeah, right.
You'd be surprised how far these wires go.
Oh, stay in there. Who else is in there with you?
No one.
Did you close the door?
Yes, I was getting concerned.
Did you see a green man run past here? Did you see a little green man come running past here?
No. Does he need a medical exam?
Most likely,
Yes.
but not right now. Okay, did you see anyone else come out of the cave besides us? Or anything else?
No.
I have no idea what's going on here. I just give up in my life.
Do you need
Okay.
a medical exam?
I'm going to look at myself. Does it look like I have any... Did it puncture my suit anywhere?
No, but you do see like a little rash on your neck.
Oh, damn it. Most likely I will. But I'm going to get in the truck right now and sit there and not say a damn thing for the moment. Ide, how are you doing, Rashed?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll start looking where the vines were.
What are you wearing?
My
Practically
telekinetic
nothing.
armor.
Your what?
My telekinetic armor.
Okay.
Full armor. Like plate mail, but fuller.
You look around like near where your ankle, like where your shoes and where your pants, and you can see a red rash similar to Corval's.
Oh God, it even got through the magic barrier.
Psychic. I'm going to climb into the driver's seat of the truck and look around. Does anything seem different? Like there's something plant-based that shouldn't be in here.
You mean aside from the rash that's sprouting on your neck with like, vines coming out of it? No.
Listen, I'll get the
nothing's different at all.
colonoscopy from Andy soon enough. I don't even have a colon. What am I talking about?
No, I mean it looks pretty normal other than all of Andy's wires.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it's vine flashbacks. I'm going to attack them.
No, down, boy, down, heel. Let me see here real fast.
Maybe if you drive us fast enough far away from here, they'll fall off.
I doubt it.
You know,
Okay,
Are
Andy.
you forgetting that your brother is in the cave?
Nope.
You think we care about our brother?
Always wanted to be an only child.
Andy, take a look at my neck, see if you can identify what's wrong with it.
You have
That looks
AIDS.
like a rash.
That's very helpful.
Apply cortisone immediately.
Andy, are you a medical robot by perchance?
I am trained in specific first aid and other life-saving techniques.
What was your purpose when you were built?
Maintenance.
Oh, so we have a less effective core vault. Lovely. Okay.
That looks like it needs some salve. I shall find it.
Or barring that, just some aloe vera or
Will
some
this
essential
grease
oil.
work?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Are you good with tech stuff?
What depends what you want done. Like I can take it apart and work on it, but my
Mm.
brother does all that typing nonsense.
Aren't you trained in biopsionics to some extent?
A little bit. Why are you dying? Are you dying?
Well, we both have rashes.
Well, yeah.
Do you know if there's any way you can get rid of them through your psychic mumbo jumbo stuff?
Not that I've been taught.
Okay. Well, this is certainly less than ideal, especially with how fast that rash was spreading.
I literally have the ability to stabilize unconscious people. That's it.
I see.
If it kills you, I can save you, but that's about it.
I don't think that's going to be all that helpful at the moment. Well, I think we should have luck at for the moment until the others get back here with some information.
So we're up the creek.
Pretty much. Well, I don't really know what to do in this situation. I'm going to go on my compad and look up rashes that grow mushrooms.
Yeah, don't go on WebDM, man. Like or WebMD. You're gonna you'll think you have cancer.
I'm going to go on to WebDM and see if I can find what's wrong with us.
Well, it'd be Space MD, right?
No, it's WebDM.
Web Doctor Me.
Does my Spoogle Foo find me anything?
We prefer Alta Vista. Google hasn't been invented in this timeline, so yeah. Ask Jeeves. Like, yeah.
Bing.
Other than diet and exercise, not too much.
Anything about water or Motrin on there too?
Yeah, that's also that's important as well. Make sure you're properly hydrated.
No, not always.
If it doesn't go away in 7 to 10 days, you might want to wait.
I might want to wait. Don't bother your doctor. He doesn't want to hear it. Yeah, sounds about. Yeah, that sounds like WebDM.
I'm sure it's just COVID.
It's not lupus. I know that much.
We're fine.
Well, apparently we're not, because Corvold is becoming a plant.
He was fine the last time I saw him. I mean, he had some stuff growing on him, but
No, I mean, I think he's been working against us the whole time. He's been planted here by the others.
maybe. Hey, that's a good point. Maybe that prophet fella knows something about this.
You ever
That
noticed?
prophet doesn't know anything about anything. He's
Well,
one of those televangelist prophets.
Receive a donation.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. Lay
awesome.
your hands on the television sets, brothers and sisters, and I shall save your soul from eternal damnation. Can I get an amen? For the mere price of $555, you can buy your way into heaven today, brothers and sisters. But that's right, you need to do it today.
Put one hand on your wallet and the other on your TV set.
Exactly.
Now, read me the numbers that have come to your mind.
8675309.
Jesus, I got your number.
Holier than thou from above.
We go back to Carlton and Corval. What are you guys doing?
As Corvald is, I don't know, he was sensually stroking his gladius. I had drawn my laser pistol, and we're kind of, I think we're still like whatever side Corvald is standing on, I'm standing on the other side, and we're sort of waiting for this, the cryopod to open up.
Yep.
Okay, so it finally decompresses, takes about 10-15 minutes. It opens up. A human kind of lurches forward, and he's got like a scruffy beard, and it's like a dirty like work shirt and some pants, and he immediately puts his hands up. He's like, oh, okay, hey, whatever they're gonna pay, I'll double it.
Who are you?
Who are you? I'm Ollie.
Ollie?
Why?
Where do you...
Yeah, why are you trapped in there, Ollie? Why were you in the cryopod?
He kind of looks around, and he's like, crazy shit's going on in here, man.
Yeah, clearly. Look at, well, if you can. I know it's hard to look at, but look at Corvald's thigh.
He's like, oh, that's bad news.
What is it?
Lupus.
Am I going to die?
You're not going to die, Corvald.
No, it changed the other two. It took pretty quick, but
is there a cure for it? Is there a cure?
Do I look like a doctor?
You look more like a doctor than I do, but I don't know. Okay, so what
cut the leg off?
What do you do here?
Well, you see, we kind of came upon this ship. It was just kind of like it happened to be there. I mean, finders keepers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
So you're not from off planet. You were here.
Oh, yeah. Where the hell are we?
Oh, okay. So you're basically just like an idiot janitor is what we're saying, right? Like everybody
well, I've been a janitor and I've been an idiot, but not an idiot janitor right now. Okay. You're not bounty hunters, are you?
Let's say we are. Let's say we are, right?
But yes, let's pretend.
Yeah. Let's just say we are. What would the bounty be on your head?
I'm going to kill you and take your money. That's how bounty hunters work, right?
Yeah, he's kind of senile. He might do it. I would listen to him.
I mean, I don't know how many space bucks we're worth. Probably, I'm probably worth at least 1,000.
And you're not. Where are you from?
Magna Prime 5.
And so I take it the two green sort of vine people that are running around were your compatriots?
Yeah.
And they were attacked by the vines and started sprouting just like my friend Corvald here?
Yeah.
So you don't know anything about this ship or what happened here or why the virus took the nav system down or why it crashed here. You locked yourself in this cryopod to save yourself from the vines? Is that?
Yeah, when shit got real.
Okay, what's your name?
Ollie.
Oh, that's right, Ollie. All right, so look, Ollie. You could either stay here and die or you can come with us. Doesn't matter to me either way. Quite frankly, your vine friends are probably dead already. It doesn't really matter. So
yeah. Well, are we still in the drift system though?
I don't know where we are, right? Okay. This is not your ship. You happened upon it. So how did you get here? Where is your ship?
Well, we happened upon the ship, and then we were just happened upon flying it out of the drift system, and then the nav system just absolutely went bonkers.
Got it.
And the next thing you know,
So you stole this ship. And then
I mean,
you borrowed it. You borrowed the
that's
ship.
a better term. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we were
okay,
going to
okay.
return it at some point. Maybe.
I don't know, Corvold. I don't think I believe him. I don't think he's lying. I don't know that we're gonna find anything in here, Corvold. What do you think?
Well, we've searched around already, and we talked to them. Yeah, it might be best just to get back.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I agree. But I say we take Ollie here with us. It's either that or lock him back in the cryopod. I think I say we just start heading back to the truck. We're kind of shoving Ollie in front of us, right? We're making him go first.
Okay. You hear some more snarling and like growls coming from that room that Corval looked in.
Okay.
And if you look over, you can see some kind of creature. It looks very similar to the one that was in the cage that you took, but much bigger.
Okay.
And it's kind of like got this big paw that's like swiping out. It's trying to get through the crack in the door.
Shall we run, gentlemen?
Yes.
Yeah. I shove Ollie really hard, and we just like really double time. Like yeah.
No, Corvold's hip can't take running.
Yeah, you guys start running. Ollie is in front of you. Does anybody have a torch?
Yeah, Carlton has the torch. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to let Ollie try to evade the vines, or are you going to?
No, I'm because, and honestly, it's more for self-preservation than anything else, right? Like I'm trying to keep the vines at bay with the torch.
Okay. Yeah, you keep the vines at bay, and Ollie is relieved at that. As he runs out, and he's like holding his mouth as he exited the ship, kind of like that's actually going to do something. And he's like, he runs out and he's like, "Hey, is that your ride? That's pretty nice."
Yeah. Actually, head on over there, and I yell out for Anne and I. We have company.
Oh, good. Friendly or enemy?
Hard to say.
Enemy.
Hard to say. I mean, harmless for now, but I don't think he knows much.
Well, let's get out of here then if you're done with the place. We have another emergency on our hands.
You mean other than the 4 vines sprouting from Corvold's thigh?
Yes, like the rash on my neck or on Ide's ankle.
Hey, Ollie, how quickly does this thing progress? Like, I'm assuming you were there with, your friends when...
Yeah, Ellis and Brown, yeah. It seemed to spread pretty quick.
Like hours, days, weeks, minutes?
Probably lasted a couple, maybe a week or two.
So we have some time. I mean, we have some time.
I mean, lasted like it just went away on its own after that, or that's how long they lived?
Turned into the crazy vine creatures.
Ah. Well, that won't work for me. I look awful in earth tones.
Right, but I guess what I'm saying is like we have at least a week, maybe, give or take, to figure out what the hell is wrong with
the
you.
next few hours, preferably.
I still say we try to burn it off. Hey, Ollie, did you ever try to burn it off?
No, I don't think so.
It's worth a try. Come here. Give me your ankle.
I'm gonna point my telekinetic sword at his throat.
I'm just trying to help, Ide.
We'll save that for like a last resort, bro.
Josephina.
So
Don't you-
yeah,
Maybe you could cry on it. I bet nobody tried to cry on it.
No, that would water it, and like I'm sure, like yeah, right.
No, salt water kills plants, man, unless it's like seaweed based.
Yeah, but we don't know what kind of plant it is.
Well, we should probably head back up to the outsiders camp. They might have some way of dealing with this.
so as you're having this discussion, you hear a noise and you spot the green dude in the back of the truck. He grabs the cage with the little critter in it,
Edgar. No.
Edgar, and grabs it and starts to run off with it.
Fuck that. I leap onto his back. Is there like a grapple or something?
Oh God.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. So that's a D20, right?
Yep.
Maybe I will be an only child.
I have a strength of 14, which is a +1, so I get a
Yep.
+1 to my okay. Yep. So 15.
Yeah, you. It's pretty. You bolt out of the car, jump right on, and nail him.
Edgar, no. I'm trying to wrestle the cage away from him.
Yeah, you knock him down and grab the cage, and he kind of snarls at you, and
Do you mind lifting?
saliva and shit starts to drop from his mouth.
Ollie, if you can talk any sense into this thing, I'm 30 seconds away from killing it, so you better talk sense into it now. I'm assuming this is one of your friends.
Yeah, it's more shares for me. Just whatever.
I remember, lift with your mind, not with your back.
Yes,
I don't know that I could pick it up now that Carlton's like holding on to it for dear life.
No, I grabbed the cage. I just tackled him down. So yeah.
All right. I'll go for a telekinetic manipulation then and try to pick it up.
Eat us, delete us.
Pick it up and drop it technique.
It's actually pretty effective. That's like
That's an 8.
note to self. Get the levitation spell in D&D the next time you play, and just don't use it on yourself. Use it on every freaking enemy. Like, yeah, right. I think you just found a loophole.
Strickhaven give us many options.
That's an 8 on the telekinesis.
Yeah, he starts to lift in the air, and he's like. "Ah."
In all
Hey,
fairness,
can
if
you
this
put the
thing was
pen
more intelligent than a raging vine monster, it would probably
Wait a minute,
not be
I
lifted.
have an idea.
good.
You're too big of a pussy to let me try to burn the vines off you, but we don't give a shit about this guy. Like, what if we try to burn some off him and see what happens?
I think
Yeah,
we'd be
make
better
it up.
off just to drop him from way up high as I continue to lift him.
Well, bring him back down so he's still hovering above the ground and try burning him.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see if burning it off the skin will work, or if it,
Well, We could wait just a minute. I mean, Carlton did just get right up on that thing. He's probably going to have his own to burn off in a second.
But if he's dead, like, oh,
I mean,
see what you're
really though,
saying.
Carlton, is it really that big of a step from cutting yourself to burning yourself?
Yes, it is. I don't want to burn him. I want to burn other people. Burn it all to the ground.
So is it?
I'll lower it back down.
Okay, so you lower this guy back down for Carlton to try to burn it with the torch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try. Like, I'm gonna pick apart on his leg and just sort of like.
So
hold
you
the
reach
torch.
out for the torch, right? And the
Right.
torch just goes out.
Son
And you
of a-
look down at your hand, and your hand turns into a flame. There is no pain whatsoever.
Okay, that's kind of hot.
I'm like, guys, I'm an X-Man. Like,
Oh, it's the Human Torch or the
yeah.
Lizard Torch.
Okay, I sort of freak out and then stop, drop, and roll. Right, like, my fucking arm is on fire. It's on fire.
Your hand is on fire. There's no pain.
There's no pain.
No.
All right, I'm gonna pull my hand back and look at it.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna grab the grab the guy's leg.
Grab the guy's leg, and the vines just burn away, and now you can see his leg, and it looks a little bit scarred, but it's actually burning away all those vines.
What I tell ya? What did I tell you? Come here, I take my flame hand and I just grab Ide's ankle.
Yeah, you burn away the whatever it was, this growth, and it's just a little bit of a scar, but you don't feel any pain, and it's gone.
That's kind of weird.
All right, Anne, come here. I'm gonna choke you, not in a sexual way. I know you like it, but I'm
do
gonna,
that
I'm
later. Now, don't just go ahead and get your fingers close to it. It doesn't have to, full on grab.
Yeah, as I literally grip her by the throat. Yeah.
Yep. Same deal, just burns and it's gone.
While he's doing that, I'm getting my comp pad out because I'm recording this next bit.
Now I look over. So as I pull my hand away and I sort of slowly turn to Corvald and I throw up a little in my mouth as I look at his cottage cheese thigh, and I'm like,
you know what you got to do, bro.
God damn it. Come in. I close my eyes and just gingerly touch the inside of Corvald's thigh.
It's pretty spread out. You better move your hand.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a full on grab.
Oh God. All right. So, oh God. I grab the crepe paper skin, and really grip.
It's squishy.
Yeah, it's, oh God, guys. Oh.
It's a bit damp.
You better hope you don't fail it.
If you could combine I don't know, slime and it feels so God. And I close my eyes and I just grip it.
Yep, and it burns away. No pain. There's a little bit of some scarring, but it is gone.
Oh God,
So,
sorry.
and as you do that, you can see that the cage has been damaged, and Edgar pops out and he runs, scurries away, and jumps up into the arms of some old woman who appears to be on fire with red eyes, and she's just holding it, and she smiles at you, and then walks away into the jungle and vanishes, and the flame goes out, and we'll stop right there.
You're kind of hot.
Oh, turns out I'm not an X-Man, guys. She was. So yeah.
Hey Carlton, can you turn off that flame and just put your hand around my neck again?
I knew Edgar would come in handy. God damn it. So yeah.
Don't worry, Carlton. You'll be able to relive that moment all the time because I recorded the whole thing.
But Carlton throws up a little bit in his mouth. Yeah.
Carlton, you missed the scab and you grabbed something else when you weren't looking.
Well, it burnt off. So yeah. Right.
So Corvald, I don't know how to program stuff too good. Do you?
No, Corvald does not.
Carlton does.
He's a fixer.
Yeah, but Carlton
Carlton's
will program what I want programmed. I want
Yeah,
that video
Carlton's
to play
not
like once
uploading
every
that.
5 minutes on Andy's chess TV.
Carlton is not uploading that. No way. We're
Oh,
gonna
I'll
pretend
muddle
like
through.
that. We're gonna pretend like that never happened.
All right, thanks,
All right.
guys.
All right, thanks,
See
guys.
y'all later.